with you.
Hey, glad you came back. If you saw the video last Thursday, you saw the collab I did, right? This video is how I did the steak and the mushroom cream sauce, right? I know you're going to enjoy it. It's delicious. I want you to check this out. Look at the steak. Nice. Hey, check the thumbnail. I don't want to bend this and waste it and spill it, and then, you know, it just wouldn't work out. But hey, check it out and make it for yourself and tell me what you think. Hey, this is Shrashira. That's the best elevator music I ever heard. Now for this part, what we need, the ingredients, we have about 2 tablespoons of garlic here, 2 tablespoons of butter, right? We have about 1/3 cup of white cooking wine, teaspoon of black pepper, teaspoon of salt, kosher salt of course, 1 cup of heavy whipping cream, 3/4 of a cup of chicken broth. We have 4 ounces of sliced mushrooms. And then of course we have our steaks. Now these steaks, it's been sitting out for about 15 minutes. We'll start cooking here in about another 5 because I want them to get to room temperature. So 20 minutes should do it. Right? So let's get going. So we have our steaks here. First thing we want to do, give them a little kosher salt, you know, give it a good portion amount, give it a good amount, kosher salt. Don't be scared of it. And black pepper, right? You gotta season it, man, you gotta season it. Black pepper. We're gonna turn them over, and we're gonna hit this other side. Kosher salt. There we go. And we don't have to worry about the salt in the sauce because we're using chicken broth. And chicken broth can be kind of salty. And we're using the butter. And the butter, it's salted butter. So we don't have to worry about that. This on here. Alright, maybe a little bit more pepper. It'll hold. It can take it. Okay, get nice and patted in, doesn't fall off. See a spot that was lacking. Gotcha. Okay. Gotta get those spots. Make sure it's seasoned. Every bite should be flavorful. Now, let's go ahead and cook this. What we're going to do now, we're going to sear the New York strips for about 3.5 to 4 minutes per side. And then we're going to sit them to the side to rest while we make the sauce. So let's get this stuff seared. Alright, so our pan is heating up here. Yeah, I could have used a cast iron skillet. You know, part of me thinks I should have used a cast iron skillet. It would have gave me the best results for the sear. But because I'm making a sauce with it, I'm going for the stainless steel. This will work. Let me put this in. Wait for me. Gonna give this about 3 minutes or so. And then we're gonna flip it. Now you're searing this, don't touch it, right? Because if you touch it right now, it's not going to want to move because it's not ready. You need the proteins and the sugars to caramelize, and then it'll be easy to pick it up and flip. So don't just leave it alone. Give it its time, and everything will work out. So you notice when you're moving the meat around, it's stuck to the pan because it wasn't time to move it. So leave it alone. Let it get happy, and it will let go of the pan for you. Alright, spend about 3 minutes. Then we turn them over. See that release? Look at that. Wonderful. Absolutely wonderful. Let's give this side 3 minutes. Alright, these are done. I turn the heat off. Now we're going to take these. See how I came up easy? See that? And we're going to put them on our tray here. Look how easy it comes up. Look. And we're going to let these rest while we make the sauce. Alright? So the steaks are off. Now in the same pan with all this nice fond on it, we're going to add our mushrooms. Now the mushrooms, they're going to absorb a lot of that oil. I would say all of it. They normally absorb all the oil. So you want to get these cooked through. Give it a couple minutes, you know, sauteing them. Look at the oil, gone. All that canola oil, gone. And don't worry about the black, the dark bits on the bottom. We're going to deglaze the pan. We're going to get all that flavor. We're going to get it. So you just want to saute your mushrooms. You don't want to make them all mushy, but you do want to like give them a little cook, give them a little browning. And my temperature's at medium, right? We don't want a smoke cloud. We're not doing that. Okay, now at this point, I'm going to add a chicken broth. And the chicken broth is going to help us deglaze this pan a little bit. See that? Now we can scrape up all the bits. All the bits can get scraped up off the pan. You see that? Look at that. This comes right up. Get a nice clean bottom again. See if I can move this so you can see it. Look at that. Nice clean bottom. Now, the mushrooms, they're going to absorb the chicken broth as well. But we want them to absorb a little more. So we're going to add the white wine. White cooking wine, add that to it. Okay, now we're going to bring this to a simmer. Now at this point, we're going to add our garlic. Okay, add the garlic in. Because had you add the garlic before, it would have been too hot and the garlic would have burned. So you add it now. And so now you kind of like simmering / boiling the garlic. Get that flavor in there. And that's fine. But what you don't want is raw garlic taste. So let's let this go for a couple minutes. So now at this point, we're going to add our heavy cream. Yep, get it all in there. And we're going to let this reduce to make a nice little sauce. Okay? So once this just barely starts to boil, we're going to turn it down so it can simmer. I want all this. Give me all that. So let's let this go for about a minute or two. Alright, starting to come to a boil here. And now we're going to reduce it to medium-low. And we want this to just simmer a bit, just to thicken up some. And just right when we think we got it just right, we're going to turn the heat off and add the butter to it. We give it that body. Alright, this is thick enough. Now at this point, I'm going to turn off the heat. Heat's off. Now let's add our butter and just stir the butter in. Right? It's going to make it nice and silky. Give it a little sheen, if you will. A little body. And when the butter's done melting, we're going to plate it up. Look at that. That's right. That's right. Let's get this plated up. Alright, let's add the steak on. See here. We got Mama Shraw's here. She wants that. So she gave me this little dude. I guess it's not little. It works. Okay. There we have it. Let me spin this around so we can see what we're working with. Now we're not done yet because we still got our sauce. Our mushroom sauce. We gotta get that on the steak. Right? A little bit. Put it on the white. Put some mushroom on the steak here. Come on, mushroom. Don't play with me. Come on. There we go. Mama straw some mushrooms. Some of the sauce on the white rice. There we go. Now there we have it. So here we have our New York strip with a creamy mushroom sauce. Oh, it's delicious. You gotta try this out. And if you try it out and you like it, hey, give me a thumbs up. Hey, share me out. If you're not part of the Peanut Gallery, hey, definitely subscribe. Hit that notification bell and hit me on Instagram so you can see what I got coming up next. That being said, this Shrashira, I am out.